Hello, my shining stars. This is your horoscope for November. I hope you will enjoy this trip to the Stave Lake in British Columbia with me. November is an amazing month full of opportunities and life-changing events. On the 2nd and 3rd of November, Jupiter will be oppose Sun. It means that you might have some lost opportunities that you had previously or at this time or this point of your life. Don't be very upset, it's just the astrological aspect that we have in November. Just be aware of that. On the 4th of November, Saturn goes direct in your house 8. This is the financial house of other people. Here you have to understand what house 8 means, and then it would be easier for you to see which turn your life will take. House 8 is connected with money that belongs to the government or to financial structures like banks or credit unions. It's also can be connected with death, because house 8 is the house of transformation and heritage, sex, magic. Astrology is a house of risk activities such as extreme sports. Also, this is the house of the police as well as army, different jobs connected with risks, as well as professions of transformation, psychotherapy, psychology. Also, house 8 is the house of tax services and everything connected with values of other people that you are involved. Basically, it's the money of others. If you have any issues in your life that were on hold from March 17 this year when Saturn retrograde, you will have the green light. Right now everything will be moving effortlessly because Saturn is going direct, but in the same house 8. Especially if you tried to open any businesses connected with house 8 and it was postponing since March, right now you will have no problem by registering this business and you will be successful. If you started any work with therapist in March, this would be the time right now when you will see the first results. It's the time to let go and transform yourself to a new person. Saturn and Venus are responsible for relationship for Leos. That's why it would be interesting to observe how your personal relationships will go to the next level and you will be much happier and healthier person. I know that many astrologers, they try to focus only on the positive things, but I would love to mention also some negative aspects that we have in November, especially connected with your finances, so you will not have any negative karmic baggage nor additional financial problems. For example, on the 4th of November, when Saturn will go direct, we have negative aspect of Venus, the financial planet, to Neptune. It means that it's recommended to postpone any legal, financial, or formal matters. On the 6th of November, Mercury will have a very good aspect to Neptune. You will have messages in your dreams, so listen to your intuition and write down your dreams. They will be very symbolic and you will find the right interpretation. You can ask your subconsciousness anything you want and collect the answers and see the answers in your dreams. On the same day, 6th of November, Venus will have a good aspect to Pluto in your house 7, new love, passion, intuition, life-changing events. On the 8th of November, Mercury will have a very good aspect to Pluto, and this will be the best time for spending your time with your family or having party with your friends, having romantic dinner, because communication will bring you joy. And when Pluto is in house 7, open communication, even if your enemies, can turn them into your friends. On the 9th of November, Venus in Libra is changing houses and it enters your house 3. House 3 is the house of news, communication, your siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, relatives. It's also the house of transportation, new cars or neighbors, roommates, as well as new sources of communication. Maybe you will buy a new iPhone, or if you haven't had for a long time, it was very hard for you to have a language exam, you will pass it with no problem right now. Also, it's the house of new technology. Maybe you will learn something new that will bring you money in future. Venus is the house of money. House 3 is the house of communication. It's an amazing time for performances or people who work with media on a radio or would like to have more popularity, blogging, vlogging. So dear Leos, mark this time from 9th of November until the new moon. You will have such a great time. The only thing that you have to be cautious on the 10th and 11th of November, Mercury will have negative aspect to Saturn. It means that some mails, emails, packages can be lost and miscommunication is very likely. Just be aware of that. On the 11th of November, Mercury will be changing the houses and will enter your house 5. And it's your house, house of Leo. So you know how to enjoy the life, how to source your inspiration in the world that surrounds you. Mercury is the planet of ideas, news, documents, projects, children, love. Everything that brings you joy. It means that by doing the things that you love and making yourself happy, you will attract good luck and financial success. On the 13th of November, when we will have a new moon, Sun will be opposed Uranus. It's a negative aspect that can bring you some unexpected events, and the advice here to be patient and avoid alcohol. New moon in Scorpio will be in your house 4. New moon means new energy, new beginnings, new ideas, something that you wanted to do for a long time right now will be an energetical wave that you can surf in order to become more successful. For those people who don't know, I made the book around 500 pages about lunar cycles, lunar days, moon in each 13 zodiac, and which organs are vulnerable on which moon. For example, moon in Scorpio makes our reproductive organs vulnerable. That's why you have to avoid any operations on these organs, and the opposite zodiac sign will be favorable for treatments and operations. More information in the book, link in bio. New moon in Scorpio for Leos in house 4. What it means: house 4 is the house of home, house of your family, relocation, immigration. Maybe you will resign documents about your property, or maybe you will find out that new member of the family will appear nearest future. Maybe you will have good purchases for your apartment. Maybe you will buy a new flat, land, or new property. Maybe you will change your name or passport, because this is everything connected with house 4, as well as it's news about your mom or a female who is dominant in your family. New moon in Scorpio also affects the organs that produce hormones in our body, and in house 4 it can mean that the females in your family might have some news about their health. That's why give them a call, tell them that you love them. This new moon is very important because also Sun and Mars, they are united in the same house 4. It doesn't happen very often, only once per 2 years, and it shows your future focus for the next 2.5 years, where your life will take the biggest change, and it's your house 4. It can be immigration, relocation, a total changing of environment, as well as your parents. Maybe it would be life-changing events in your parents, and you will spend next 2.5 years resolving the issues or being in the lives of your parents. Around 17th of November, Sun will have a very good aspect to Neptune, so it will be time to rest because you will have low energy. And on 20th of November, Mars will have a good aspect to Pluto, which will bring you inspiration, action. You might have so much energy that you will decide to start a new business or start a new routine, or maybe you will have courage to step up in a new level of relationship with your love or even with yourself. Keep in mind, Sun will give you self-confidence because you have a very unique path. You don't need to look at the others and achieve somebody else's goals. You have to understand that your path is only yours and only your life to live. On the 23rd of November, Sun will enter your house of love. joy, entertainment, everything that brings you joy in your life. And every business connected with House 5 will bring you satisfaction as well as new financial opportunities. On the 24th and 26th, Mars will have negative aspect to Saturn, so it will be obstacles in the short-term projects. But this short term don't need to scare you, because in the long term it will work well. For example, if you send resume, don't be upset it will not be accepted. Maybe a few days later, when on the 25th of November Mars will enter the same house of joy and luck where the sun is, you will have very good news. You might experience winnings and good luck in sport competitions. Maybe you will have lots of good events and memories from film festivals or trips for joy. Maybe you will meet your old friends. So this would be the time of joy, parties, entertainment, or inspiration, and you might create your masterpiece. Use this time for creativity. You will be blessed by universe. On the 27th of November, full moon in your house 11, house of dreams and future. Here you have to visualize your future in order to achieve it faster. And it's not some magic. The visualization of your dreams will force the events around you to bring what you want in the nearest future, especially when your dream doesn't hurt anyone and doesn't change karma of other people. This will be full moon in Gemini, and Gemini is connected with communication with other people, groups, friends, as well as the house 11. It means that you might have financial luck with everything connected with internet and people. Social media, new surrounding and new circle of friends. Full moon also ends up the things, so you might say goodbye and part your ways with some friends, or maybe with people you were closer at work. You will see there from the other side, or it's just the time to move on. Many Leos will feel that this part of their life, especially at work, is done, and they need to step into new reality where people value them more and they can feel inspired and happy. Because when Leos are inspired and happy, they can perform much better and be more productive at their workplace. If you started anything half a year ago when new moon was in Gemini, most probably you will have the results right now, because full moon in Gemini will bring the first green leaves of the seeds that you planted half a year ago. This is the new cycle of 18 years cycle. Maybe you will have the ending of something you started 18 years ago. Maybe you will be planning a wedding right now, or a Christmas party for somebody or for yourself. It will be the time receiving gift, the time of being rewarded for your good karma that you collected over time. I wish you a wonderful November, dear Leos. Keep shining, dream big. See you soon in my future videos. Thank you for your support.